Hello and welcome back to DOS Double E. So, last time we left off, we were about to jump through the portal. We had met zigzags and all that good stuff. But first, we are going to go ahead and level up our guys here. So, I was looking through the talents to kind of figure out exactly what we wanted. Thick skin, obviously is good for a tank because it does give us +5 and then whatever our man-at-arms skill is, and we do have 2 points available, so we could level our man-at-arms up to 2, which would be 7 armor. So 7 extra armor is, really good, although our armor rating is pretty high already. But instead we're going to do all skilled up, gives us 2 extra ability points to spend. Definitely come in handy at such a low level, so we'll go ahead and pop that into man-at-arms. Now that should, obviously as it says there, we now have access to 2 adept skills, as well as 5 novice skills. And the skill portion is this, so that means we could have, it says novice there, and then when we learn adept, it'll have like a line under it and it says adept. So we can have 5 of these total in our spell book, and we can have 2, I think, adepts and the spellbook as well. So what we're also going to do is I'm going to go ahead and throw one into bartering, and we're going to throw one into leadership. So as we can see here, this is the level 2 leadership bonus, already pretty good. If we pop it to 3, that doesn't show it yet, but now look at that. Crit chance, damage, chance of hit, and initiative. All really good stuff. Same with Wiz, we're going to go ahead and do all skilled up, and Wiz will go ahead and pop one into Aerothurge and a Pyrokinetic. Awesome. Now we will have to find spells for her. As you can see, she does not really have a lot to work with here, so we're going to have to go find the corresponding spell sellers, I guess you could call them. Okay, and there's our experience to next level, so they are definitely behind those two. So these two are going to level up before they do, which I'm not sure if it's supposed to be like that, but
yes,
that's the way it is.
There she is! There it is! Come, don't delay!
And he's off.
It seems the imp has spotted exactly who and what he'd hoped to find here.
And I'm not sure if there is a way to make these dudes run faster. I know the farther away you click, the the faster they'll run, but kind of like in Pillars of Eternity, I always used quick mode when running around from place to place. Alright, let's go ahead and pop a save. And does she have charisma? Always wanna... Our pickpocketing's 2. Gear and Renegade from Gear. Cool. Lucky Charm. No, she doesn't have charisma. So basically, it doesn't matter. Yeah. It doesn't matter. So we'll just let him talk.
He, milady, the weaver of time, mother of history, author of all that has ever been.
Indeed, Sir Imp, as surely as you are he who chronicles all that I weave.
Astounding, unbelievable. I have so many questions for you, so much to ask, so much to say.
You have brought guests, I see. Strange. Very strange guests.
My reaction exactly, milady. It was their arrival here at the end of time that instigated my finding you. But why? Surely you must know.
This is a question better put to our guests themselves. Tell us, how did you arrive upon this plane?
Let's go with the smug answer. If you're truly the Weaver of Time, I imagine you already know the answer to that.
If any other being in Rivellon asked me about the details of their comings and goings, I could describe them down to the minutest of details. but you are different. Of you I see nothing. I know nothing. So please, do tell me, how did you arrive here?
It was a stone, a strange stone that zapped us from where we stood in Rivellon to the plain among the stars.
A stone? So, it was a stone that caused the great shock of energy that brought you here, and it infused you with new life as well. Is that so?
Yes, that's just what happened. Have you seen it before?
Not like this, no. What happened to you is unique in all my work. Never had I experienced something so contrary to my nature. To weave something I had not seen, had not expected. Life does not simply spring into existence, you see. But yours has. You appeared before me from the moment you came into contact with that stone. Starstone. I now know it to be called.
But, Madam Weaver, how is it possible? Do you not see all? Have you not woven all that is and could ever be into your tapestry?
Like the stones, your guests are a mystery to me. I see them before me in this world, but their likenesses appeared not upon my tapestry until they revived the stone. Source Hunters, it would seem that yourselves and Starstone are inextricably linked. Why and how, I cannot say, but I do believe that finding more stones will reveal to me who you yourselves truly are.
Ah, what is the Starstone exactly? Where does it come from?
Starstone is not what it seems, Source Hunter. Its true nature must be part of a greater secret, a secret lost even to me. Do you see what violence my work has suffered? What wounds lay upon the tapestry of time?
Mysteries of all time, gaps in history. Oh, how they've tormented me for eons.
It would appear that Starstone transforms at your touch, granting me new thread by which to mend the tapestry. Thus, it restores time itself.
I see. What the void would shrink, Starstone restores.
Yes, though I cannot explain why this Starstone is the antidote to the void's ravishment of our realm. If we do not restore time, if we do not discover the true nature of these stones, the void will consume us all.
So we have two choices. If these stones well, we have two choices, but regardless, we're going to have to find these stones. But basically it says we're Source Hunters of Rivellon. We have a mission that does involve chasing down magic stones. However, the void will consume us all if we don't, so if these stones can heal history, we must seek them out.
Indeed you must. Though I may not yet understand why. It seems that you and you alone can unlock the powers within Starstone. Yet we are not the only entities who know these stones to be so much more than pretty gems.
Why, of course, that's what they were doing. I have recorded their doings, you see. Collectors of Starstone, more and more by the day. Now I understand. They'd keep the stones from our reach. They'd prevent the mending of time.
Without these stones, Hunter, there will be no Rivellon. The entire tapestry will crumble. Even this plane will fall victim to the void's insatiable hunger.
That shall never be, milady. As sure as Zix comes before Zax, we will put a stop to it. First we mend the tapestry, then we stop the void. Please, our most mysterious guest, are you ready? Are you willing? Will you hunt out the stones? Will you help us restore what has been lost?
Well, you kind of voluntold us already, so I don't know if we have a choice. Some bitch.
So, what do you think, Source Hunter?
Well, we're gonna go ahead and converse privately, and we will figure it
Look,
out.
but a moment ago we were hunting Source in Rivellon, and now we're being told that we alone can prevent the end of time by way of some magical stones. What do you make of it?
So Frank's gonna be pragmatic.
Say what Zigzags and the Weaver will. I need more evidence before I'll buy into this wild tale.
Spot on. Praise be that we are so capable. She's gonna be more
No matter
romantic.
how improbable, anything is...
Aha. Alright. Okay, Zigzags, what do you have to
The
say?
glint in your gaze and the set of your brow suggest to me that you've not given up on our dear old Rivellon. Not just yet. No, with you searching out Starstone, I believe we'll mend the tapestry in no time. We'll find out just who you are and how exactly to send the void back to wherever it came from. But you'll need a way to travel between Rivellon and this homestead, won't you? Who wouldn't want to see what fantastic changes your search will yield? And luckily, the power of portals is known to you, so I'll let you in on the little secret of how to transport back and forth from the end of time. Just, don't go sharing it around. Never know who we can trust these days. Off you go then. You've Starstone to find, and I've a tapestry to examine. Surely there must be some clue here as to how on earth you're related to the end of time.
This guy's voice is not exactly pleasant. Weaver Time said, our finding the Starstone helps weave tapestry once more. How's that possible?
Cross my heart, hope to fail.
Oh, he doesn't know
Before
shit.
you go, I hope he'll be able to help you as much as he can.
Okay, he said, we gotta go meet with this crony. Let's talk to the lady
How
here.
welcome you are upon this realm, our most honored guest. I hope you begin to find this place more familiar than it may yet seem.
Tell me about yourself, madam.
In the ethereal threads of eternity, do I record the deeds of gods and men, of beasts and spectral apparitions. The drift of continents through changing seas, the rise and fall of empires, the shift of every grain of sand on every beach, the fall of every raindrop on every world, the all but imperceptible touch of lovers' hands. This and all I chronicle without fault. Except, it seems, you.
Well, there are more questions I have for
Ask, and I shall answer, if I can.
you. Why is the Starstone so important? Why does it react to me and my colleague alone?
Alas, the answers to those questions still elude me. You and Starstone remain the imperfections upon the tapestry, as yet. A hidden answer lies behind this veil of inscrutability, though, for the link between you and the stones reveals that your destinies are intertwined. I believe that Starstones will not lead you to new places of wonder only. No. They will also lead to new knowledge through the restoration of the threads of old.
Okay. If I understand correctly, I am not featured at all on the canvas of time.
Quite so. Your absence, it should be an impossibility, but no matter where I look, you cannot be found. I do not know you, which makes you my one perennial imperfection, a blind spot in the eye of time. But perchance I may be cured of this blindness. Perchance the blemish may be undone, and time can be redeemed.
How can I redeem time if, as you say, I'm not even a part of it?
I think that perhaps you can redeem time, because you create time. Indeed, you have set in motion an event I no longer held possible. Know that no longer I did weave. I sat here at the end of time and watched on as the void frays the fabric of time like a terrified god that fears the offspring of his own creations. But suddenly there was you. You who stirred the life within the stones. These stones, children of stars. They place new ribbons along my fingers like phantoms out of time. New threads emerged, and I began to weave anew. Starstone gives me new strands to braid into the tapestry. And because you give Starstone energy, it seems that you are creating time. These Starstones, please, seek them so that time may yet be mended. Please, for the sake of all that lives and all that loves, seek them so that the void may yet devour itself alone.
Okay, so I'm actually slowly remembering the storyline for this. As I said, it has been a while since I played the vanilla version, I guess. This being the enhanced edition. So anyways, let's go ahead and take our leave here. And why don't we go ahead and jump to the north gate? I think that's going to be closest to the inn, where we can go ahead and finally figure out if there's any clues in that room. Who is this? It's the mage.
Sword hunters, I welcome you once again to the realm of Rivellon after your travels through the chasms of space. Nice to have found a shelter, wouldn't you agree? Where you can come to no harm. I know the imp historian has told you about his agent on Rivellon, and that agent is I. So now that you know of the alliance between me and Sir Zigzax, let us turn to the business at hand. Starstone.
Actually, our business at hand is the murder of Counselor Jake.
So it is, and so it should continue to be. For I suspect his foul murder and the plight of dying time are somehow interconnected.
Bum bum bum, the plot thickens.
Dark webs are being woven around these parts, and it is my firm belief starstones are the flies the sorcerer spiders are trying to catch. It can therefore hardly be a coincidence that Counselor Jake was a collector of the stones we seek. That means the task you have been given remains crucial. Find the assassin that did away with Jake, for you're bound to stumble upon Starstone along the way.
And how did you find out Jake was a Starstone collector?
While you were being lectured by our friend the historian and the grande dame of time, I snuck into his house and had a look around. The advantage of being a cat, you know. You go where you please with impunity. And sometimes the lady of the house even rewards you with a slice of fresh herring. That's where I saw them in a cabinet. Mere slivers, but specks of starstones nonetheless. They lay there, silent and innocent, though bloody murder may have been committed in their name.
Why is it so particularly nice for us to have found a shelter somewhere?
Don't we all long for a sanctuary where our worldly troubles can be held at bay? A bed or a basket so snug it becomes, in a word, safety.
This dude loves being a cat.
But perhaps I speak only for myself, not for veterans such as yourselves that by necessity call any patch of ground they rest upon home. Like any cat worth its salt, though, I deeply cherish a secret refuge unbeknownst to anyone. To be able to repose without a care is such a precious circumstance, saved all too seldomly.
How did you become Zigzag's agent?
I met him first, a long time ago, out in the wastes of Youthful Gore. He wondered aloud what on earth a cat was doing out there in the scorching desert, then shared what little food and water he had with him. So I told him who I was and showed him my human form. He laughed and marveled and told me stories about his travels. In the end, he even shared his great sorrow with me. The unspeakable thing you saw through his looking lens. I was awed and frightened, but swore to help him in any way I could. As of now, that includes helping the two of you
Oh, well, grand. Okay, so before we bid him adieu, let's see what adept spells he has here. Fireball. Boom! 7 AP to cast. Flare. 100% chance to set warm status for 3 turns. 4, 2 turns more thanks to high intelligence. That's based off of her intelligence. If we did it based off of Frank, requires level 6. 7 turns. Oh, that's cooldown. Oh, I see. 7 AP to use. Oh, she can't even use that. Oh, Flare is a novice skill. Wildfire. Haste a target. 100% chance to set hasten status for 2 turns. Haste. Boost target's max AP by 3, starting AP by 3, recover AP by 2. Oh wow, that's really good. Okay, so we definitely want that. Now we can only Avatar of Fire. Makes target immune to burning, its melee attacks may catch on fire. Target can still become warm and still takes fire damage. Okay. Smoke screen. Those are all add-up stuff. Creates a fire surface. Fireball, flare. 100% chance to set warm. Okay, I think we're gonna do those two. Ah, fuck. Oh, look at that. Just by changing who, it dropped it almost 200. So unfortunately, we do need to save these arrowheads because we do have an archer in the party now. So let's go ahead and match it with gold. Anything else? Identifying glass. That will be useful if we do teach one of our people the lore ability. And the lore ability will allow them to identify unidentified equipment. Ooh, actually, repair hammer would be pretty useful too. I'm sure we'll find a repair hammer eventually, though. Okay, so let's do that. You found a skill book. All right, I'll take my leave.
Before you go, here, take this teleporter pyramid. A handy toy indeed that Zigzags asked me to give to you. You'll need the other one too if you want to make use of its powers, but alas, I seem to have misplaced it. Don't worry though. Use this one here and it'll take you straight to its twin. Now that this matter has been settled, hunters, I shall detain you no longer. But rest assured, I'll do my share of hunting too. So if you spot a white cat during your travels, do stop to say hello.
He's like a druid or something. Okay, cool. So we got a pyramid. Let's go ahead and send this to Wiz. Send it on over to Wiz Khalifa over there. And we will go ahead and learn the skill. I specifically remember this ability. This is a great ability. I'm pretty sure, yeah, her initiative is higher than Medora. I'm pretty sure I used Medora, and instead of this ranger, I used another spellcaster that I think we'll meet a little bit later in the game. So, oh wow, Frank's initiative sucks. From speed perception. Oh, that's why it sucks. Is because he's giving everyone +5 initiative. Otherwise, it would be 7 and not 12. In which case, they would all be equally matched with Frank. Cool. Let's go ahead and give that to Frank as well. I'm gonna figure out how to. Let's go ahead and drink some wine.
You know who I bet
Bottle
would
of
love
beer.
to hear from you, Source Hunter? Your ex. Go on, send a letter. Before you lose your nerve.
What is this? Who is this voice talking to us? Alright, first things first, let's go ahead and... Where are you going, Wiz? Alright, we'll talk to
Unknown
Medora.
all time, are you? Leave it to an imp to try to fill our minds with all manner of magical gobbledygook.
Gobbledygook.
I'll tell you who you are. Source hunters, members of the most esteemed order in Rivellon. Here to find out and grind out every last speck of dark magic in the realm. There, the enigma is solved.
Okay. So this might be another pragmatic versus romantic, so Frank's going to be pragmatic.
I knew you weren't the type to be taken in by such high-flying, pie-in-the-sky nonsense.
Oh, never mind. Okay. So now... These two need to talk, so let's go ahead and save.
That's quite the valuable gift.
I think this is referring to the pyramid, maybe? That's right, so don't shatter it to pieces. If you can help it, perhaps I'll decide to take it back later. Oh, only the best for my favorite partner. Is this obedient? Okay, so we want them both to be
don't
independent.
shatter it to pieces if you can help it. Perhaps I'll decide to take it back later.
You'll be welcome to it, my friend. I'll do my best to keep it safe and sound in the meanwhile.
Okay. So... I'm not sure if that was an independent check or not. Ah, it's so frustrating. Alright, let's see where this pyramid will take us. Let's go ahead and use it. Uh-oh.
Gods, what is going on here? First I have to shoo away a creeping white tomcat, and now there's a perfect stranger in my bathroom. Get out, will you?
Let's see if she has anything to trade. No. Let's intimidate. I swear I'll murder the creature that sent me here. I'll tear it to shreds, along with anyone else who witnessed this little prank. Oh, shit. She is really good at intimidation. Aha! Oh my god. You... Jesus Christ, that's insane. I wonder if there's a... she just beat me. Alright, let's try... So we did intimidation there. Let's see if reason will bring her conversational stat down any. Go ahead and use that.
My gods, what is going on here? First I have to shoo away a creeping white tomcat.
Okay, we'll
and
try
now there's
reason.
a perfect stranger in my
Jesus
bathroom.
Christ.
Get out, will you?
She's really good. Oh, and her freaking strategy keeps changing. You bitch. Alright, you know what? We're not even going to do that yet. That pyramid is actually really important for puzzles and stuff, but we're going to put that on hold for a minute. We're going to find some way to increase our freaking charisma. And then... Don't I have another bottle of, like, beer or wine or something? I guess not. And then we're going to come back, and we're going to show her what's what. Okay, so that's the plan. So why don't we head back into the inn before we were rudely interrupted by a teleportation thingamabobber. And we'll go ahead and head back into the room here. Oh, and there used to be a little crystal there, but as you can see, I can't sit on this. There we go. Let's pop a squat. No, it's locked. What about you? You have any lock-picking skill? You don't. You're the worst. Okay. Let's pick the lock. She does have one lock-picking because of her gear. A letter from Duke of Ferrol. Let's go and read this. Dear Esme, if Counselor Jake were dead, forever yours. Ooh.
It's official. The Duke of Ferrol is the worst poet in Rivellon.
Inert.
In his
Another one
defense,
for the
not
collection.
much rhymes with murder.
Well, it definitely looks like some craziness happened in this room, no doubt about that. Now these paintings are worth a shitload. This is like one of the best ways to make money in the early game, is to just go on a stealing spree. Hey you.
Hearty welcome to the King Crab Inn, and a pleasure to have you. You look like you could use a round or three, so what'll it be? Have a seat and stay a while.
I feel like...
Have you ever had the fortune of challenging the fabled wizard of Hunter's Edge?
what do you know about Jake's murder?
Mind if we keep our voices down over that sensitive subject? Death and dark magic ain't exactly great for business, you know.
Do you suspect anyone?
Councillor Jake, that poor man. I knew too much about his affairs, you know. Never figured it my business to say anything, but after all that's happened, I wonder if that weren't a grave mistake. Esmeralda's longest-standing lover has the audacity to remain lodged at this very inn, you know. He's called the Duke of Ferrell, a high title for a low man. If you haven't yet asked him about Esmeralda, I'd recommend it.
Tell me about the
That
murder.
room where it happened, it was rented to a certain woman, though I regret to say I can't say exactly who. This inn isn't in the business of asking many questions, if you know what I mean. She came heavily cloaked, but paid the full sum in advance. I was used to such transactions after many similar concerning a certain Esmeralda. Figured this were just more at same. I saw one other figure go into the room that night. Someone tall, built broad like a man, but shrouded the same as she. Again, standard practice for Mrs. Councillor and her visitors. I was startled awake by a horrendous hubbub shortly after midnight. I jumped up and grabbed me grandpappy's machete, bleary-eyed and awash in fright. By the time I burst into that room, it was horribly silent. There was only Jake on the floor, dead, surrounded by what may as well have been a battlefield. Whoever done it has escaped through the window, but I saw nary a soul when I looked out. You can bet I hightailed it to the Legion barracks faster than a jackrabbit after that.
How's business?
Well, between you and me, things have been rather slow since the,
Tell me about
names
yourself.
you've had. Pleased to make your acquaintance. I've been offering the weary travellers of Sicil drink and rest for nearly 2 decades now, but the king crab's older than that by a long shot. All you see before you is...
Alright, I'll take my leave. Let's check out the basement. Whoa, what do we have in here? Got some interesting looking... Oh, what the hell? I think there was a trap. Let's see, I don't want them to... You two. What the hell is going on over here? See, I don't want them to get all freaked out when I start looting everything, so we'll just keep them over there. Oh wow, there's a lot of stuff down here. Minor healing potion.
Another one for the collection.
As the Fantastic Fabulous Five said,
Girls from the Source Academy could see how edgy and dangerous you've become.
who is talking to me? They're really annoying.
If only the popular girls from the Source Academy could see how edgy and dangerous you've become.
Cool. Always good to have summoning spells. It can really
If only the popular girls from the Source Academy could see how
change
edgy
the
and
tide of
dangerous
a
you've
battle.
become.
A cooking pot on a coal basket. Is this a crafting thing? No, it is not. Alright. And let's bring you over here. What do we have in here? More arrow stuff. More of this. More of that.
I was really hoping to find something
I
better.
know. Simple tavern chest, eh? There's a pocket knife. Ooh, a healing spell. It's always useful. A washing tub. Let's see if we can pick this. Apparently we cannot pick this. I don't want to attack it. I'd rather come back later when we can, Is there a thingy over there? Uh-oh. Is that going to stop it from... It does. Can I move this? I cannot. Can I even open that? I can open it though. Is that rat dead? Alright. We just gotta wait now. Now I imagine there's also something over there. Antique water wand. Identifying glass. Oh no, did I buy... If your lore master ability doesn't know if you can identify items. Did I buy one of those though? I thought I bought one of those. Oh, I hope I didn't. Did I buy one? I don't see one. I didn't. Awesome. I've just been wasted money. Alright, let's go ahead and we're gonna need to move this bucket. Really? Not enough strength. What about you? Can you move? You can't move it either. Alright. Now I'm gonna have to just kind of guess. Oh shit. No! That destroyed the freaking... Can you survive in there? Ooh. It's pretty high damage. Alright. Oh, I hope it autosaved. It did autosave. Good. So what I'm going to do actually is I'm going to come back down here. Are we on time? Oh, we're way over on time. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to re-loot this bottom place. I'm going to figure out how to disarm this smoke cloud so that I can... Oh, it actually didn't even... It destroyed something. I'm just not sure what it was. Oh yeah, see, it definitely destroyed a chest of some type. So I'm going to go ahead and figure out how to infiltrate this room without setting off that fireball, and just so we can disable the poison portion of it. So next time when we come back, we'll go ahead and talk to... We'll see what we can do. I'll go ahead and look into the quest and we'll figure out what to do exactly. Let's go ahead and see what this conversation is about. Where are you at? This will also...
Another perfect heist. You sneak with the subtlety of a tried and true cat burglar.
Oh. Well, thanks. I do. I'd rather do, don't I? A few more heists and in fact I'll be a cat in no time.
I rather do, don't I?
No doubt about it.
More heists and I'll be a fat cat.
No doubt about it.
Okay. So I thought that might have been a righteous renegade check, but apparently it wasn't. It's interesting. I feel like... Anyways, alright, well, next time we will figure out exactly which quest to pursue. And then, like I said, I'm going to finish looting everything down here. I'll show you what we got from it. And we'll probably go ahead and sell some of our stuff. And I will see you in the next episode.